Welcome, everybody. Today, we're going to hear the wonderful things about leading with AI and innovation, building resilient future leaders with our guest speaker, Keshon Broadus. And we welcome everybody to the Raymond E. Mason Leadership Symposium and this amazing session. If you have any questions, feel free to ask those as they occur. And if you could just keep yourself muted otherwise so that you can hear the presentation, that'd be fantastic. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Franklin, for having me. I do go by Keshon for short. My full name is Keshon Broadus. I'm a graduate of Franklin University. I went through the undergrad program and I also went through the graduate program in marketing and communications. The subject line today is AI and innovation and dealing with resilience, building future leaders of resilience. As I said, my name is Keshon Broadus. I am a seasoned entrepreneur, over 25 years of growing my business and growing other brands. I've had to deal with resilience throughout not just my business, but throughout my life, as most of you watching have went through the same resilience fights. One thing I know is resilience is not something you're born with. Resilience is something you're taught. Resilience is something that you have to go through the trials and the tribulations and the ups and downs. So, a lot of the things I went through in business, I've had to bounce back, but not just bounce back, bounce forward. One of the business I operate is a retail clothing line. We've went through ups and downs, had to restart over a couple times. Had to deal with issues with manufacturers, sending a lot of money over there and getting product that's not the right product. We've had to deal with resilience. One of my other companies that I had as a COO of a nonprofit focused on human trafficking, we deal with this all the time. We had a situation in Atlanta where over a period of 3 days, 140 something kids just came missing. Resilience is part of our life. AI is changing how we lead. AI is changing how we live our lives, but AI is changing how we do business. I've recently partnered with one of the largest AI facial recognition, behavior pattern softwares in the world called irex.ai. Together we're working to help stop trafficking before it happens. AI technology has allowed us to be able to recognize patterns of these people that are trafficking these victims, but not only that, but we're also able to recognize the facial recognition of these children and can pinpoint using simple cameras that you see throughout the city. We can tap into that. So let's get started in this presentation. Around 2000, there was a company called Blockbuster Video. Not sure you remember them. Blockbuster Video at the time was the king of the home entertainment industry. Over 9,000 stores worldwide, millions of happy customers, a recognizable brand. They were thriving in the industry. There was a small business, I'm not sure if you heard of them, called Netflix. Netflix had a different model. They were doing mail-in DVD without the fees. Struggling to gain traction, Netflix approached Blockbuster for a potential buyout. Went to the CEO and the board. They laughed them out the door. Humiliating. But Netflix continued to push forward, continued to thrive, continued to innovate, and eventually came up with the streaming platform that we know of today. Blockbuster CEO at the time noticed this pivot, went to the board and suggested maybe we should take this same path. The board rejected the CEO. Why? Over 12% of their annual revenue came from fees of the customer. Fast forward to now, Netflix, valued at $229 billion. Blockbuster ceased to exist. What does that tell us? Innovation waits for no one. Either you innovate and move forward and adapt, or you get left behind. And if you get left behind, you reach the possibility of becoming extinct, like Blockbuster. Right now, we're at a crossroads. Two paths. One path, familiarity, comfort, the way things always been. The other path, uncertain, uncharted, untapped potential, but unlimited. Right now, we're dealing with the fourth industrial revolution with AI and cyber. There's never been a time in human existence that things are changing so rapidly. That's AI. And it's scary. We've all had to deal with that gentle nudge of technology. AI tapping us on the shoulder saying, hey, I'm here. Are you ready? Could be a little scary. I get that. Some people love it. I enjoy this. Some people just is very uncertain about it. And that is okay. But as leaders, we have a choice right now. We can embrace this technology and start learning and leading the way into our organization, or we can be like Blockbuster. We can get left behind. So what do you choose? What decisions, what path are you going to choose in this? Because what you choose does not even just affect your organization, it affects your legacy. It affects what you leave behind. Now, as leaders, trying to bring such a new technology into your organization, you're going to get hit with hurdles. You're going to get hit with resistance. That's when resilience comes into play. There are four main components to resilience. There's your physical. That's all the mental, that's all the physical working out and things you're getting your body ready. There's your mental. That's your thoughts. What are you telling yourself? There's the emotional. The emotional side is very important because we're going to deal with that throughout everything that we're going through, the emotional side, with us and with other people. And then you have your spiritual, the purpose. These four components are critical for you not only bouncing back, but bouncing forward with what you're doing. So as leaders, we have to look at how can we integrate AI into our organization. The first thing is we have to start small. We can't just go and try to overhaul our entire organization, because when I've tried this in my organization, you're of course going to get resilience. You're going to get the fight back. I've had staff leave. I've been called different names. People do not like new things. We have this thing with AI that AI is going to take over the entire world. These robots, these terminators coming into our system. We have to be true to one thing. AI will take over some jobs. That is fact. We have to accept that. But we also have to have empathy with the staff, our employees, knowing that there is a fear. But let me tell you another interesting stat. Right now, in the United States, there are 8 million jobs. We have 5 million available people to fulfill these jobs. Each month, 4 million people are trying to leave their job. Each year, 30%, almost 1/3 of the workforce leaves their current job. And yet we're still worried about AI. But that is a true fear with people. And we have to address it. How do you address it? With compassion, with empathy. Also let your staff as well as you understand that AI may replace jobs, but it's not going to replace you. AI is going to empower you. AI is going to take away some of the mundane repetitive tasks, these data sheets. It's going to allow you to analyze quicker, innovate faster, so you can be ahead of the competition. So where do you stand? What is stopping you? I talk in my social media YouTube pages about disciplines and how progress after progress eventually causes momentum. When we're going into this new AI intervention, this fourth revolution, we need to start practicing new habits, find new skills, but it all comes with discipline. Disciplining our emotions, disciplining the resistance we're going to get, but also having the resilience and knowing that we're going to get this fight back from our staff, from our family, from our friends, even from those higher up. You have to keep pushing forward. Because remember, Netflix got laughed out the door and they're worth $229 billion. What is your legacy? What is you going to leave behind? What will you leave behind in the midst of everything that you're dealing with? You can overcome. You can bounce back. You're going to get hit with so much. You're juggling so much, but you're still expected to lead. You're still expected to be the eye sometimes, the voice for your company. And you have to do this. You have to do this in the midst of any doubts. You have to still lead. And resilience is not just a one-time thing. You have to be resilient throughout your life, throughout the business. You're going to lose staff. You're going to, probably some people will cuss you out. Some people will just fight the revolution. There was a time when the computer first came. The cell phone. This is going to destroy jobs. Some jobs were lost. But what we did find out was a lot of new industries and technologies and jobs were created from this. And it will be the same with AI. It will be the same with cyber. For those watching, you're starting to see a lot of new cyber technology jobs coming out. There's so much with this new AI generative technology. AI has been here for years. The first AI robot was around 1950, I believe. But we use AI throughout our life. If you get on your phone and do Google Maps, or if you ask Siri or ask Alexa, you're using AI. You've been using AI for a while. So why resist? Because right now, what is uncomfortable eventually becomes comfortable. We will resist as much as we can, but eventually that becomes the way. Imagine taking the cell phones away. Imagine taking your computers away now. It's going to be the same thing with AI. So you have a choice. You can lead this revolution. You can lead the team. Let them follow your eyes. Let them follow your vision. But that also means that you have to do your research. You have to better prepare yourself in order to succeed. So as I conclude this presentation, I thank you, but I want to encourage you because I know as a leader, you're balancing so much. I know as a leader, there's so much on your plate. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you want to just walk away from everything, but keep moving forward. Each day, left foot, right foot. I say that all the time. Each day, left foot, right foot. Keep practicing your disciplines. Keep moving forward. Thank you for your time.